Alright guys and gals, Crypto Kurt here with another crypto video, and today I'm going to be doing a quick review of the Quarkchain ICO. Before we get started, let me just remind you that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video should be construed and used for education, research, and entertainment purposes only. Okay, so just to get started here, we're looking at the ICOdrop.com. It's just a quick overview of ICOs. You can see the token sale runs May to June. They've got a goal of $20 million they're trying to achieve. According to the ICO drop rating, the hype rate is very high, the risk rate is very low, and the return on investment rate is very high. Ticker symbol is going to be QKC. It is an ERC20 token. You can see that 1 QKC equals 0.0255 US cents. Fundraising goal again is 20 million USD, and total tokens available are going to be 10 billion. They're only releasing 20% for the token sale. They're definitely getting hyped. If you come over here to Twitter, it's 11,000.2 followers, or 11.2 thousand followers. On Telegram, they currently have 69,388. I actually joined the Telegram last night, and there was more people joining, doing the pop-up joining than anybody making comments. It seems to be a mad rush into this thing. I know that both Superman and Crypto Crow have been talking about this particular ICO, so that's obviously driving a lot of attention to them. So again, I thought I'd have a quick look. So I'll just go through the website real quick. Quarkchain is a high-capacity peer-to-peer transactional system. They are pointing out, be careful about the scam. There is no pre-sale, and there seems to be some pre-sale URL that some scammers have put up, and are trying to get people to give them Ethereum to steal your Ethereum, basically. So don't fall for that. Only go through the Quarkchain Telegram, I think, is going to be the only way you're actually going to get access to the KYC. And we'll have a look at some of the features of this product. And the biggest thing that they're really trying to do is scalability. So they're trying to solve the scalability problem before they even launch the platform. Whereas you guys are probably familiar with, the clogs in Ethereum and Bitcoin. When the platforms get overloaded, things get expensive and things get really slow. And again, so these guys are starting out with a protocol. So this is going to be a baseline protocol, which dApps will be built on top of. But they're starting with a supposedly super fast system. And if we run a comparison, you're looking at 4 transactions per second on Bitcoin, 10 transactions per second with Ethereum, 99,990 plus transactions per second with Quarkchain. And then to compare that to Visa, this was as of August 2016. Visa is currently managing 44,996 transactions per second. So Quarkchain basically is going to double the transactions per second that Visa is currently handling. We come down here to the technology explanation section. You can see Quarkchain consists of 2 layers of blockchains. We apply elastic sharding blockchains, called shards, as the first layer, and a root blockchain that confirms the blocks from the shards as the second layer. We've designed a game theoretic framework for incentives where hash powers are incentivized to distribute evenly among shards. There are at least 50% of overall hash power allocated to the root chain to prevent double spending attacks. Horizontal scalability, because super full node can be extremely expensive when transactions per second goes high. We allow multiple honest nodes forming a cluster running as a super full node. The cross-shard transactions can be issued at any time and confirmed in minutes. Then throughout the throughput of cross-shard transactions increase linearly as the number of shards increase. And then simple account management. There's only one account needed for all shards. All cryptocurrencies from different shards are stored in one smart wallet. They are inviting people to come in and test the test net. They're looking for 100 volunteers. The testnet's going to be available this month in 2018. We welcome all candidates with strong technical background and programming experience in blockchain. If you're interested, please submit your resume here. So if you guys are super geeks and you want to get involved, jump in there and do some testing with the guys. We have a quick look at the team. Just mouse over here. So the founder, Qi Zhu, software engineer and expert in high-performance systems, former Googler and 15-plus years of development experience, PhD from Georgia Institute of Technology. He currently lives in San Diego. I just got that off his LinkedIn profile. The software engineer behind this, expert in large-scale distributed systems with 6 years work experience at Facebook and Google, master in computer science from University of Michigan. They've got a couple research scientists here, full professor at Georgia Tech, another research scientist, professor at Zhangjiao University, partner of Demo++, PhD from Virginia Tech, dedicated on blockchain development and research, and another research person who has also got a PhD from the Georgia Institute of Technology. So it seems like a lot of smart people are behind this project. And then we have some advisors here. I don't know what the Franklin Medal is, but this guy is a distinguished professor from Virginia Tech. This guy's hilarious. For those of you who are in Australia, you got to laugh. Does this not look like Hamish in about 40, 30 years? I mean, seriously, that is such a shoe-in, guys. It's so hilarious. Distinguished engineer at Sun Microsystems, co-led the ZFS team and served as chief engineer for storage at Sun Microsystems, former president of DSSD. And then we have Mike Miller, who's the founder of Cloudant, PhD physicist with 100+ publications under his belt. So again, a lot of smart people behind this program. If we look at their roadmap or their timeline, this is right where we are, right in the middle. So they've had this progress happening here. They're doing the testnet and the wallet .0.1. It's going to come out this month. March, supposedly March. Q2 2018, testnet 1.0 smart contract, and then Q4 2018 will be the mainnet and the smart wallet, and then Q2 2019 they're going to go live with the Quarkchain core and smart wallet. Now, again, the paper doesn't announce that, and I'm going off on a tangent here, but I'm thinking at some point they may switch the tokens from ERC20s onto their platform. I don't think this is going to be a native Ethereum platform. I may be wrong. Let's just have a quick look at their token sale terms and conditions. So this is kind of their token paper. Thank you for your interests. They're going to ensure a smooth and fair ICO process throughout the coming weeks. They'll be actively updating our announcements and future details. Currently, I think most of their commentary is happening on their Telegram or their Steemit pages. This is one of their announcements that came out on Steemit, which is basically just talking about the early adopter. You could, if you signed up before 5.5, you become somebody special, somebody important or whatever. And it talks a little bit about the KYC, which is going to kick off on the 7th of the 5th. Come back here to the token paper. There is and will be no pre-sale, so all mentionings of pre-sale are likely a misuse of private sale. Beware of scammers. We will not cancel the public sale. We will not run a Dutch auction. We will not promote unnecessary social media proof of care competition, and we will not encourage a gas war situation. So this is the sale, basically the private sale, which has already happened, I believe. Again, you can, well, it doesn't matter because we're not involved with that. Here's the public sale. So one Ethereum is going to get you 31,533 tokens. No lockup, so you'll get the tokens immediately. And they got a hard cap of $4 million. Again, total supply of 10 billion, but they're only releasing 2 billion in the public and private sale. This is a breakdown of the distribution. So the 20% to the token sale, 15% to the team, 15% to the foundation, which is locked up for 2 years. All of these are locked up for 2 years, which is great. 5% to the advisors, locked up for 2 years, and 45% is going to go to going to be available for the mining community and marketing. So I'd just say this is not probably a get-rich-quick ICO. This is going to be one of those things that's going to be a slow burn, but that's okay if you're in it for the long term. This could be definitely a way to get yourself a foundation of a new protocol, which could actually become one of the leaders in the marketplace. This is talk about the whitelisting and the KYC timeline. So again, the whitelisting starts at basically 1 minute AM PST time. Lasts for 2 weeks. It's interesting, though, because due to the growing interest in our project and limited token supply during the public sale, we'll be using a probabilistic approach to be as fair as mathematically possible. There are 3 main aspects we will take into consideration. In particular, detailed of calculation and method will be shared later. First is the timestamp of joining Telegram. So if I were you and you were interested in this, I'd go join Telegram now, because when you join, it's going to have an impact on whether you get into the whitelist or not. Here you see the earlier you join, the higher score you will get for this section. Anytime after, well, it's too late now, so sorry guys, it's too late to try to get in on that one. Your understanding of the project and your contribution to the project. Although we appreciate our community following us on Medium, Twitter, Reddit, and others, we do not promote unnecessary social media proof of care competition. And then they're running a cap here, so we'll be using a bottom-up tier style to be as fair as possible and ensure everyone who got whitelisted is able to contribute. Depending on your whitelist KYC speed, we will peg ETH price on a certain date. That will give us a rough number of ETH to be collected. And then they will go as follows. So you'll see the first 12 hours max contribution is no limit. Next 8 hours, 2 by ETH max, 4 by, 8 by, 16 by again. Here is blah, blah, blah. This ensures our public sale will last at least 24 hours. So they're trying to spread it out to make sure that people around the world, so to accommodate investors from all time zones. Okay, I'm going to point out a couple things in the white paper, but it is fairly technical, and this is a baseline protocol. And the white paper spends a lot of time speaking as if they were writing this paper for miners. So they put a lot of effort in the white paper into describing why and how you would want to get involved with mining this particular protocol or this particular coin. And they also spend quite a bit of time articulating the various aspects of the node, the supernode, the clusters, and also the shard. So we're going to have a look at that. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to the very last page or the very end of the white paper first, and I'm going to read through a case study that they're giving as an example of how this solution could work. Okay, so this is all the way down on page 28 of 33 pages. So Chihuho is a content-based social media that publishes reviews of Chinese food and restaurants in the U.S. and has over 500,000 subscribers in WeChat and 400,000 followers in its Facebook and Weibo page. The company makes revenues by selling vendors product on its e-commerce website and by collecting advertising fees and consulting fees from restaurants and packaging food companies. To further penetrate the market share,